Hello everyone, welcome back to Which is the Moon. This is your Monday host, Natalie. This week we are talking about waters, different types of waters and their use in the craft. Now, I thought today I would talk about a specific type of water, but not like your typical water, like salt water or that kind of thing. I'm going to talk about something that's actually going to lead into next week's topic, and I'm going to talk about hydrosols. Now, hydrosols are a condensation into water form of an herb, and you can use any herb that suits you. I like one that makes a nice fragrant hydrosol, like lavender or rosemary. And the reason that I like hydrosols is that if you are sensitive to certain smells or that kind of thing, if you are sensitive to smells and other types of things, and oils, if you're not a person that can use oils or use incense, then you can use hydrosols in place of an oil, an essential oil, or use it in place of an incense by putting it in a sprayer or an atomizer and putting it into the air. Now, that's not to say that, you want to use it as a candle dressing or anything like that, because it is a water. So just keep that in mind, okay? Common sense, people. Now, hydrosols are very easy to create. You do not need any kind of special equipment other than you need a large pot. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Anyhow. Hydrosols. So hydrosols are a water distillate of a particular herb. So it will carry all the fragrance, just not quite as strongly as an essential oil. So you can use hydrosols in the same way that you would use an essential oil, but it's much softer, much lighter. In fact, you can even use some of them as like a spritzer for your face, like rose water. Makes a really good refreshing spritzer. So I'm going to explain how to make a hydrosol. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to show you, but I will explain what you're going to need. You're going to need a large pot with a lid, and you will need 2 glass bowls that will fit inside of the pot. You're going to need plenty of whatever herb you're using, and it can be fresh or it can be dried. Then you will need ice cubes and distilled water. So the process for making a hydrosol is this. You just put your pot on the stove. You take one of your... Now, I do want to say here, it's very, 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 very important that you clean your pot and your bowls thoroughly and dry them well, because you do not want anything to contaminate your hydrosol. So you want to make sure you get all the bacteria out. Use hot soapy water, and then you put your pot on the stove. You're going to take one of the glass bowls and put it face down, so it makes like a dome in the bottom of your pot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your herb and you're going to put it around the glass bowl, right? So that you fill up kind of around there. Then you're going to add just enough distilled water around the edge to cover the herb, maybe a little bit above. And that's something you're going to want to check throughout the time that you're making your hydrosol. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the other glass bowl and you're going to put it on top, rim up, so that it's like a bowl, on top of the bowl that's upside down. And that's going to be what catches your distillate. Then you're going to take your lid and you're going to turn it upside down so that the handle is acting as the condenser to drip the water into the bowl. And you're going to put your lid upside down. Then you're going to put ice cubes on top of that, and you're going to simmer it on low heat for about 2.5 to 3 hours. So low, medium heat. The catch is you need to replace your ice cubes periodically, and you need to check the water level. So what I like to do is when I go to replace my ice cubes, you're going to carefully lift the lid. You're going to dump the water out in the sink. At that time, check your water level and make sure that it's staying up above the herb, because you don't want it to boil down. You'll ruin your hydrosol. Then you put the lid back on, you add more ice cubes. So just as they start to melt down and you go to add more ice cubes, and they don't have to melt down completely. I mean, they can get down to kind of a level. Check it. So I'd say maybe every 30 to 45 minutes, check it and make sure that the water level is staying above the level of your herbs so that you don't burn your herbs. And you will get a good amount of hydrosol. The more herb you have, the more fragrant your hydrosol will be. So then what you will do is you'll just turn off the water, the heat. You want to carefully lift your hydrosol out, use gloves if need be, and you will pour it into a clean mason jar or pour it into little spray bottles. If you keep it in the fridge, it should keep for roughly about a year, as long as it's refrigerated. Now, you do need to check them periodically because, like I said, if any kind of bacteria has gotten in there, it will mildew and your hydrosol will be ruined, so throw it out. But you should be able to keep it in the fridge for about a year and it won't be too much of a problem. So hydrosols can be used to cleanse yourself. You could use it as a clear spiritual cleanser. You can use it to cleanse a sacred space. So going back to if you're traveling and how to create a sacred space away from home, you can use a sage hydrosol to cleanse the area of negativity, right? So anything of that nature. You can blend herbs. So for example, I love rosemary and orange. I think that mixture is awesome for cleaning, just the clean smell, but also the cleansing properties and protective properties of both. So what I will do is I will take dried, and it needs to be completely dried orange peel, and put it into the mix with the hydrosol. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. I just have always used dried. I don't know what using fresh orange peels would do, but you can use lemon too. You can put some lemon or orange peels in with your herb and just make sure that it stays covered as well. And I think that's probably why I use dried, because I break it up into small pieces so that it blends in better with the rosemary. But it makes an awesome hydrosol that is great for cleansing a space, cleansing negativity. And in the summertime, spritz, spritz, spritz. Let me tell you, if you are hot and miserable, spritzing yourself with a nice orange rosemary hydrosol is completely uplifting. So, you know, they can be used as perfumes, but like I said, you can use it in place of any essential oil. It's similar in consistency to an essential oil, but it is water-based. It's not the same kind of distillate you get when you're using an essential oil. Essential oils require a phenomenal amount of the herb in order to create just a small amount of the essential oil distillate. And a lot of people don't realize that essential oils, you know, when they first open them up, they're like, "Ew, this is like water." It is very watery, but it's created using the same process you use to make moonshine, kind of very similar. So this you don't need any kind of special equipment for, which is why I like hydrosols. Plus, like I said, they're lighter and they're easier to transport. It doesn't take anything special to make them, but you can make a variety of different hydrosols for a variety of different reasons. You can use them for cleansing. You can use them for creating a sacred space. I guess that would go under cleansing. Protection. Spritz yourself with a nice rosemary spritzer and it keeps all that negativity at bay, and so on and so forth. So hydrosols would be one way in which you could utilize water in the craft to kind of suit whatever need you have. So use it as a perfume, whatever. That's my spiel today. I realize this is a short video, and I just have a small statement that I want to make. I hope that everyone is taking the normal precautions to keep themselves safe from COVID-19. Please wash your hands. Please don't act like an ass at the store. Don't hoard things. And why is everybody fighting over water? There's not a shortage on water. Somebody just stabbed a bunch of people at the Midland Sam's Club over water. Dudes, turn on your faucet. And also, just a PSA, for those of you that don't like our videos, you do not have to watch them. If you don't like the videos and all your comments are going to be negative, we're going to boot you from the channel. If you have constructive criticism, that is okay. But when every comment you make on our videos is negative, we will block you. Just so you know. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Second side note, sorry about that, totally forgot that this week is the giveaway announcement week. So here's your giveaway announcement. Please, 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 if you wish to be entered in the Witches of the Moon giveaway, and we hope that you do, be subscribed to the channel. But on top of that, make sure that you comment on every host's video for this week. every host. Each video for this week's topic, which is waters and their use, you need to leave a comment, even if it's just a hey, nice video, or didn't think about that, or hey, great idea, whatever. Please make your comments constructive, as positive as possible. If there's something you absolutely hate, that's fine to let us know. Just be courteous in how you do it. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Please take care.